Guru Nation, we are back. The industry is small, but everyone knows everyone. But, first of all, are you team memes? Do you like memes on LinkedIn, or do you wish memes would go away? We have to. The community wants to know.
I'm okay with memes.
Okay.
I don't have any
Another one that's okay with memes. Christopher here. He's our monitor. He's our one of our CRAs for a study. He just trained one of our newer staff members on proper IP storage and things like that. All storage conditions, logs, the proper way to do it, Alcoa-C, all that stuff. But we're not going to talk about that because the reason you are where you are and the reason why you are a good monitor, you even said it yourself. You said I was on the other side when you were training this person, is because you were a coordinator. So, people want to know, man, is it a must to have been a coordinator first to be a CRA? Well, let's just start with that.
I don't think it's a must-have, but it definitely helps. Like seeing when I'm like teaching another coordinator as a CRA now, I can have empathy and understand where they're coming from. And for myself, like I had a lot of training, I made a lot of mistakes, and having someone there to help me, guide me, and calmly discuss what's going on and how the things are done was very helpful. I mean, it helped
super important. Do you feel like more of these CROs and sponsors are hiring like CRAs that used to be CRCs?
There was a huge influx like after COVID for that. I think it's starting to slow down now.
Yeah.
And they're hiring or promoting from within to CRAs. So I think that's what's happening now, because there was a lot of CRA influx after that time period, and I was one of them.
You were one, and we did a part one, so you guys you need to go watch. And Christopher's LinkedIn's underneath this video. That's why we started with the LinkedIn. He's underneath. You go connect with him. What are the good and bad parts of CRA versus CRC? Because you've done both. Do you have a preference? Did you enjoy both? What did you not like about either? People want to know. And again, it's just one person's subjective experience. It doesn't mean it's a rule.
Yeah, I guess the main thing for me as a CRA is I do enjoy like the quality side of it, following the protocol. You're still like doing that, making sure that people are following protocol. It's the travel is that makes a huge difference, and the time that it takes on you, and that's a lot of what you're actually like paid for, that travel time to and from sites, and like keeping up with the timelines of the sponsor and just going to IMVs as needed. Oh, I need an IMV next week, and you just have to go because you're a CRA for the study. Whereas as coordinator, you're local. I mean, there can be a lot of volatility between the patients, and you can't really control them, right? You can only advise them to do things.
Yeah.
And so that's.
We were in a tow yard yesterday getting IP for a patient.
I think I saw that. I saw that yesterday. Yeah. That's I've never had to do that as a coordinator, but
my first time too.
I've had a lot of interesting experiences as a coordinator.
One of the things about CRA, you said it. You actually get paid for the travel, the inconvenience. But one of the things that I think people don't discuss is your recovery time. It's not and I don't know your situation if you get paid door to door, if it's just the salary, but there's different models out there. But regardless of the model, when you get home, and this is a relatively short trip for you, but when you get home from a series of trips, it's not like you're magically okay the next day normal.
Right.
You know, and there's that's an intangible that people don't discuss.
Yeah, as a CRA, you're sitting in. I've had a few East Coast sites, and it's a long travel time, and so I don't really enjoy plane rides that much, and the long sitting times. So sitting for driving or planes over 3 hours is a lot for me. But I personally, I remain physically active, and I do some stretches, and I work out pretty much regularly at the hotel or
Yeah,
at my
you're saying
home.
you do
So
lifting and stuff. You've been getting
So-
some gains. I
Yeah.
can see that's good.
so I that's how I keep like my body in a good shape.
Yeah,
you know?
And the hotels too, like just getting in late. Planes
yes.
being delayed.
That's something
It's
else you can't
stress.
control, right? Yeah.
I mean, we're checking cortisol on our patients. We need to check them on you guys too.
That's right. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, is it still worth it? CRA? Do you prefer CRA or CRC? Any particular preference?
The reason, I guess for me, I'm all about like growth and self-development, and so I believe that the coordinator pathway is to become a CRA, and I don't think my journey just ends as CRA. That's what I'm moving forward, and so I don't see it's like this was my way to get in the research industry and to show my growth, and so that's why I'm here.
Yeah, same thing a decade ago. Well, actually more, before my YouTube channel. CRA at my other site in Irvine came in, CRA from CRC. I just got curious the other day. I looked her up on LinkedIn. She's a director at a large pharma, like a director. So like there's really no ceiling to where you can go, and
Right.
like you said, this is just a path on your journey.
Right.
One stepping stone on your journey, and your journey you may not even know what it is yet, but you're willing to see what the market gives.
Yeah,
And
really willing to experience it, to go through trials, even if it's not always comfortable at times. It doesn't have to end that way. I mean, this isn't the end of my life. I'm still going to be moving, growing.
And I think it's I saw how you were interacting with one of the people today, so it's more about also along your journey, not just about you, but about others you're helping.
Right.
Because
Working as a
I've
team.
experienced that, and I saw that from you too, and I'm sure you do that at your sites.
Yeah, it's very important that you show that you're on the same page, like you're on the same team. We're not just like, I'm not just pointing out areas. Oh, that's wrong. It's like, okay, here's how we can improve. I think this is like a better way to do things. I mean,
Yeah.
that's all you can do.
You brought up the issue. You told me. I had time. I said, I'm going to go retrain them right now. Let's get the log going. Boom. Like, it's documented probably in your report. It was done on site. So that's always a good thing. All right. Thank you, Chris. Go
Thanks, Dan.
connect with Chris right now. He's going to Mr. G's. Bye-bye.
That's right.